the blue skies. We've gotten them out of the west. When we have them out of the east, like we've had all week in New York City, that's where you get the clouds, the moisture just coming in off of the Atlantic. So when you take things out of the west, it generally means we're going to brighten up those skies this time of year, which is some good news. But it is a little blustery, especially towards the coast here and through New England, as we still try to get the front well out to sea. We have, though, knocked the numbers down at least a little bit. We're back into the 60s across the board, even some 50s like Pittsburgh right now at 59 degrees. We are, at least in the past 24 hours, coming down about 5 to 10 degrees. So it's been a different morning if you've walked out the door at the same time today as yesterday. You probably felt it feeling a little different. Large part of that is dew points. When you don't have as much moisture in the air at night, the numbers can fall a lot lower. You can cool the air off quickly as you get that dry air coming in. So we have that in store. This does not last for us, though, as we work our way into next week when we moisten up the atmosphere and heat things up in a big way. Currently, though, today, like I said, very nice. We do have some showers still lingering across the northern tier, but ultimately, it is a beautiful Friday coming at you in a place like New York City, and they're kind of in the core of it. And then as you work your way towards New York City, we're holding on to the mid-80s. Not a bad Saturday for us, but we are going to watch for some thunderstorms out there in New York State. A lot of this will come either through the afternoon or evening and overnight. The reason a dry day in Atlanta. Why? Cold front has moved offshore. Cold front across the southeast. What does that mean for us? It tries to bring down the humidity. That's all basically it does this time of year. In fact, sometimes the numbers even go higher behind it than in front of it. So for right now, temperatures in Atlanta in the lower 70s in Nashville. Really not that bad as we head throughout the day. Again, dew point numbers down a little bit to the 60s and lower 70s, which is just a smidge off of what we can find this time of year. So we won't heat up, we won't find some of those thunderstorms off towards the north. Nashville, Atlanta, Raleigh, all staying dry today, still pretty warm. Off towards the south, you can see where all the thunderstorms are. Jackson to Jacksonville, Charleston to New Orleans. The thunderstorm still just in a place like Raleigh as we venture into Monday, so there will be that threat there. But like I said, thunderstorms, you're going to be limited as to where you can get the relief. They're very spotty in nature. They almost look like popcorn here, just kind of trickling up and fizzling down on the future radar scans. That continues even as we venture into tomorrow. So we'll start off the day pretty dry tomorrow and very quiet as you begin the morning. Then sunshine turns on and those thunderstorms, those clouds. Early next week, we will be looking at some records challenge, especially across Virginia and North Carolina. That's where we'll get close to that triple-digit heat mark. But of course, the days to come in Birmingham, hanging out in the 90s, mid-90s here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and the list goes on right through Thursday. It's going to be a hot one.